So guys, I'm back with you. I'm on our group, our Fit Strong and Flexible Over 50 Facebook group. And I'm just going to leave on live for a few, maybe half a class or so that if anybody wants to join or can do it after, because I'll post it onto the site. So I think for us on Zoom, I'll be looking at you here and over there. Okay, I will come down. I think we can start today on the mat. Okay, and I'm going to deal today with a nice session of opening into the hip flexors and opening into the diaphragm and a lot of spiraling as well. Okay, so think about that when we're moving. Let's go ahead and lengthen the legs all the way out, all the way out there. Allow the legs to just reach opening to the hips, so float the feet open. And the arms going to come palms up, open on the floor as well, okay? Relaxing the head, neck and shoulders. You're just going to think of the chest opening nicely, so you're feeling a little stretch into the front of the shoulders. And feeling the legs reaching away from the head. I would even say to press your right foot away, like you want to walk it away from you, and then press your left foot away. Then press your right foot away, press your left foot away. Just sort of doing little walking steps. Try to reach the legs a little bit longer away from you each time. And then rest that there. Good. Just place your hands onto the pelvis, okay? So that you can feel that the pubis, the pubic bone, is slightly higher than the hip bones. Just allowing a little tilt there to open through the hip flexors. Okay, and allow the lower back to just rest. We find that if we allow the back to pop and the ribs to pop, we maintain a tightness in the back, which we want to get rid of. So I want to just pull that pubis slightly up and allow the back to lengthen out on the mat, reaching the arms to the sides. We're going to take a few breaths here, just working through the breathing to get ourselves centered. So I'm relaxing my feet, I'm relaxing my ankles, I'm relaxing my legs. I'm relaxing my thighs. My kneecaps feel like they're melting and sliding off my knees. My hips feel like they're just melting and my hip sockets feel loose. My buttocks feels released, flaccid, as if it's just squished and released into the floor. My pelvis is heavy. My sacrum is heavy. Just a gentle rise and fall of my chest, my ribs. My belly is just relaxed. I can feel the floor underneath my back of my arms. And I can feel my palms facing the ceiling, like as if I'm just cupping two little warm candles in my hand. One in each hand. I'm feeling a gentle light radiating out of my hands. Feeling my shoulders open, my arms are relaxed. My neck is relaxed. I'm just going to roll my head from side to side, just gently. You can close your eyes while you're doing all of this breathing. Working on some breath. Just rest there. Just allow everything to melt. Now we're going to take the breath in for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to pause and hold it for a count of 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to release it for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale slowly for 5 counts. At first it will be difficult, but just go with it. We're going to do 10 cycles of these. Holding for 3 counts. And exhaling through parted lips and relaxed jaw. Keep going, just relaxing there. Just going to look at my participants to see if there's anybody who need help. Beautiful. Breathing in, pause, and breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, holding for 3 counts, and breathing out. Breathing in for 5, holding for 3, breathing out for 8. Just think about taking that breath in, continue that cycle, and think about nourishing your entire body. Imagine the breath has a color, a glowing yellow color, just warming up your body, turning orange all over. Feel it flush any toxins out of the lungs as you breathe every last drop of stale air out of the lungs. Just keeping your breath cycle. Mr. Pilates would say, when you breathe out as if you were wringing every last drop of water from a wet towel. Just really releasing completely. Keep going. Keep going. Maybe one more cycle there. Beautiful. Good. And bringing the legs together, you're going to squeeze the heels together. You're going to bring your arms towards your thighs. You're going to send those fingertips towards the ankles, nod the chin in. As you inhale, lengthen through the back of the neck. As you exhale, lift the head, lift the fingertips, lift the arms, and lift the chest. Feel as if you have a stretch from the forehead all the way to the middle of the back. Really reaching those arms to the ankles, inhaling into the back, and then exhaling to float that back down. Same breath cycle, okay? Just 2 more here. Inhale. Exhaling up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And inhaling to hold. Pause and start to go down. Releasing the arms, the shoulders, the neck, the head. 1 more. Inhale, nod the chin. 2, 3, 4. And lift. Reaching those arms towards the feet. Lengthen those feet away from you. Inhaling into the back. And exhaling to float that back down. Now we're going to go a little more advanced. We're going to lengthen those arms again. Lifting the head, the neck, the shoulders. Hold that there. Turn the palms down like as if you've placed your arms in a pool of water. We're going to pump for our 100. Lift your right leg 8 inches off the mat and pump the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Switch legs. Switch legs. Switch legs. See if you can hover both. Both legs up. Pull that tummy in. Pull the tummy in. Pump those arms. Last set. Breathe out. Hold it. Inhale nice and slow. Lower those legs and lower the head, neck, and shoulders. and rest. That was excellent. All right. Palms on your side. Going to take those legs in. All right, we're going to go a little rotation. Your knees and your feet are in line with your sits bones and your hip joint. All right, so they're nicely lined up and they stay parallel. You're going to cup your hand in behind your head like a little hammock for your head. You're going to take a breath in. You're going to lift your head, neck and shoulders, but you're not going to curl the tailbone up. We want to really get nice and high, but keep the tailbone flat, like as if we put a glass of champagne on the pubis and you nail down your hip bones. Take it as high as you can. Plant the feet into the mat. As you exhale, you're going to twist the body's left shoulder across to the right leg, but I want you to really keep the elbows open as you press the body over onto the shoulder. Let the arm come down. Inhale into the back and then exhale to come to the center. Keep the elbows in the corner of your eyes. Inhale and twist across. Don't move the hips. Twist right across and open through the back. Now breathing into the back and exhale, draw to center. Keep that lift in the chest. Inhale and exhale across, over to the other shoulder, over to the other bicep. Reach across the leg, stay still. Reach, turn, turn, turn. And inhale and center. Keep the lift in the head, neck and shoulders. Exhale, go to the other side. Try not to move the legs. Try not to move the legs. Draw the tummy in, reach across, reach across. Twist, twist, try to look down to the floor. And center. One more set. Zipping up. Really take it nice and slow so you can really get the bones twisting around. Get the spine twisting, spiraling over. And center. We're spiraling from the head, from the neck, from the shoulders, from the mid-back, from the waist. Draw the tummy in and twist to look down to the floor. Inhale into the back. Exhale to come to the center. And then release the head, neck and shoulders down. Woo! It's good stuff. Thumbs up. You okay? That's how it works. Okay, so let's build on to that, okay? We're going to take those legs up, getting some nice work into the abs there. We're going to zip up the abdominals, pull the belly button down so we have the lower back on the mat. Arms down, take the other leg up so that the feet are together, the knees are over the hips, okay? Flatten the tummy. Arms coming up to the ceiling. We're going to inhale to nod the chin. We're going to exhale to lift the head, neck and shoulders, reach the arms. Okay? Inhale to go back down. And exhale to lift again. We're going for 3 of these. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Press the inner thighs, press the inner feet together, and then back down. So the feet are pressed together. And we're lifting, lifting, lifting. And we come down. We're going to add on. We're going to add the legs extending as well. And we press the legs out as the body comes up. Stretch those legs and coming back down. And let's take the tempo up. And we lift and come back down. Really lift. And we lift and come back down. We adding on. We lift. Hold it there. Lift the legs to your body. Circle them around. And lift. And again for 2. And lift. And again for 3. And lift. Take it to the center. Reverse those circles and around. And zipping up the tummy. And around. And zipping up. And around. And zipping up. Last one. Around. Zip up. Zip up. Zip up. And fold the knees. Float the head, neck and shoulders back down. Hug the knees into you. Very nice. One more addition, right? One more addition there. Okay. This time we will cup the head in the hands. Like we did before. Again, we want to have the elbows in the peripheral vision. So we're really feeling the chest is open. Draw the tummy in. Nod the chin. We're going to lift the head, neck and shoulders and extend the legs. Okay? We're going to open, close, open, close, open, close, one more, open, close. Pull the legs in. We're going to scissor the legs. Scissor, scissor, scissor. One more set. Scissor, scissor, hold it there. We add the upper body. As we scissor down the left leg, we twist to the right. And we scissor to the left. And we scissor to the right. Scissor to the left. Scissor to the right. Scissor to the left. One more set. Right and left. Hold it to the center. Legs come down. And we come down all the way. Beautiful. Hold on to the back of the thighs. Keep your feet together. And then just rolling those legs around. Beautiful. And the other way. Very nice. Okay, so let's just do some nice roll-ups. Get that back stretched out. Abs are nice and warm, right? Okay, so we squeeze the legs together. Nice long line here. Take the arms up for a traditional roll-up Pilates exercise. I am just framing my nose, hiding my nose with my arms. I'm not going to bring it too far back and then pop my ribs. No, I want to stay down with my ribs and keep that nice long line, that nice connection there. I'm going to reach my shoulder blades down my waist. I'm going to inhale to lift my head, my neck, my shoulders. And I'm going to roll up, peeling up through my spine. Keep rounding the spine. Don't flatten the back. Get that nice rounded feeling into the back. Inhale there, and then rolling back down. Rolling back down. Think of really rolling bone by bone. And we're going to do 5 of these. Nice ones. And lifting. Reaching. Reaching. Getting mobility in the spine. Really important that we get into that mid-back, that pulling the rib cage in and opening through the joints of the ribs and the spine, right in that mid-back area between T6 and T12, L1, where the diaphragm is joining between T10 to L1, and you're just feeling those fibers opening and no tension, so you can breathe and you can relax any fight, flight, tension in your body. Pull those ribs back, get that stretch. Now squeeze the bum, flex the toes towards the shins. Get a deeper stretch there. We have 1 more to go. And down you go. Reaching down. And 1 more up. Curling. This time we're going to try to stay up with this one. Reaching, 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 reaching. Inhale. And then just stack the spine from the waist all the way up to sit up tall. And release those arms down. Beautiful. So, I'm going to do a few things seated here. If you want to, guys, and it's sometimes a little bit difficult for people to sit up in that position. So I sometimes say just take an old cushion and stick it underneath your bum. Stick it underneath your ass. Alright, so you could just a little lift here, because sometimes it just eases out the back a little bit for some people. But we can also do it where we're bending the knees slightly. Okay, so we're going to take a little belt, any belt you have at your home. You can take the belt from your son's room or anything, or you can use a TheraBand, a regular exercise band as well. Okay, so I'm going to use just a belt because some people don't have a band, and I'll show you what we're doing with that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use that to build my tension in my hands, in my armpits. So notice when I come forward here, I am not going to come with my arms too high, because what I want to do is I want to lift the spine so that I'm squeezing the glutes and I'm lifted out of my legs. I'm going to flex my feet here nicely. I'm going to inhale and I'm going to dive forward, pulling on that band and reaching forward towards my toes. Notice I have rounded my back over. Now I'm going to open my chin. I'm going to keep my arms where they are, hiding my nose. So I'm going to open my chin so my arms are creeping up with them. I'm opening my neck. I'm opening my chest. And I'm flattening my back all the way. So I'm not going to curl up my neck and do this. I'm lengthening my neck here, right? Now I want you to really lean that chest forward. If this is too much in the hamstrings, bend the knees. It's not a problem. Okay? So I want you to really feel that stretch with the arms now. Bring those arms a little bit higher so they're really hiding your ears now. Now draw the shoulders away from your ears. So your shoulder blades are going down your waist in opposition to where the fingers are going. Hold that there for me. Hold that there. We're going to reach a little bit further forward. Feel all the back muscles working. Now what we're going to do, we're going to spiral here. As we inhale, we're going to turn that left arm to reaching up over the right arm. Notice my arms are still the same shape. And I'm coming back to center, lifting, and I'm twisting my rib cage across, across, across. I'm coming to center. Draw the breath in as you start to spiral. Exhale as you complete that movement. So you're pulling into that strap. Inhale, reach, reach. Exhale to deepen. Pull the rib cage in and reach and twist and twist and twist and center. Breathing in as you reach around. Exhale. Inhale as you lift the spine and reach. Exhale to finish the movement. Inhale, shoulder blades down and reach around. Exhaling to finish the movement. Last one. Keep those arms framing the face. Keep the chest forward and twisting the body. Twisting the body. So you're lengthening while you're reaching and reaching back to center. Hold that, guys. Draw the shoulders away from the waist. Inhale. Push out on the band, on the belt, and then go ahead and dive over. Draw the tummy in. Reach the chin in. Reach the neck in. Reach the chest in. Reach over those legs. Inhale there. And then exhale. Just sit up tall. 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 No slouching. No slouching. No slouching. No slouching. No slouching. And rest. Woo! Thumbs up. You lived through that one, yes. It's hard work, eh? It's hard work, yes. That's really nice. I'm sweating like a dog. Okay, so really nice work. So what we're going to do now, I'll face the camera a little bit because it's probably better to see what I'm doing when I am facing the camera. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to press the soles of the feet together. Yeah, so we keep that anchor down and we sit really nice and tall into the spine. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stay here, but I'm going to just tilt my body to the side. So a while ago we were rotating, yeah? So this time we just want to frame the face, not here, but shoulders down, rib cage down. So I'm not flaring my back, rib cage down. And I'm just going to slide in between two sheets of glass. So my arms are not doing that. My arms are reaching up. Now check my fingertips are reaching the same length. Yeah, one is not longer than the other. And then I'm drawing that back to center. What are we going to do here? We need to push the knees open as we will reach up and over. Reach that left arm up. Lengthen both arms and draw back to center. Shoulder blades down. Reach up and over. Press those knees open. Draw back to center. Reach those arms over. Reach those knees open. And draw back to center. One more set. Shoulders down. And reach up and over. No slouching, no slumping. Reach those arms. Center. Zipping up. No slumping. Lift up and over. And center. Beautiful. Lift the spine. And lower the arms as you lift. As you lift and you open the legs. Lift, lift, lift the spine. Lift the spine, lift the spine. And then you can rest. Beautiful. So remember always to finish off the entire exercise, okay? Let's leave that alone for a while. Let's stretch out that back because we did work quite strong into the back. So we're going to go ahead and open the legs nice and wide. And listen to this cue, okay guys? We're going to listen nice and carefully to the cue. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Notice all my toes are pointing up to the ceiling. Can you see that in the thing? I'm going to lift up nice and tall. I'm going to take my arms to the sides over my legs. Now I'm going to turn my arms over right angle, yeah? I want to get my right hand to my left ankle and I'm going to get my left hand behind me. So I'm reaching to my left ankle with my right hand. I'm trying to get my right elbow towards my left knee and my right ear towards my left knee. So I'm looking behind me. Notice my body is also twisted here as I reach. Now what we want to do here, guys, both bum cheeks stay down. Don't let the toes move. Keep the toes reaching up to the ceiling. Press the heels away from you and both bum cheeks down on the mat as you reach and you reach. And you reach the arms in opposition. Take a breath there and then exhale to come up. Very nice stretch. This is a saw. Traditional Pilates exercise as well. Good, Pilates was a genius, honestly. So I'm going to take my left arm now, yeah? In opposition. Both arms are in opposition. Watch this, guys. But this hip, it's not coming with me. It's staying back. Everything goes in opposition so that you feel longer and longer and longer. I am rotating my spine so I can look behind me. I'm also flexing my spine over my thigh. All 10 toes. Now ready, press the bum back down as you reach those arms away and reach down. Reach down. Take a breath in. And slowly lifting out of it. And coming to sit up nice and tall, lifting out of that. Beautiful. That is some serious work, eh? Good. Okay, so we got a little stretch there. We got a nice stretch into the legs as well. Let's take those legs, shake them out. Okay, that's big stretch all the way up, all the way inside. You should try it sometime. Okay, so what we're going to do, just is do a quick set of side work, working into the hip as well. So very easy side work. We can just lie on the hand here. Yeah, we're going to lengthen those legs. Make sure, guys, that your feet are the same length. Okay, you don't want to have one short and your waist is down. You're going to draw that waist away from you. Okay, we're going to hover both legs. See, my legs are off the mat. Yeah. Then we're going to lift that top leg. Lift and squeeze. So imagine like you have a band on your legs and you're pressing it and you're squeezing it back down. So bottom leg is super active, guys. Bottom leg is super active, okay? Reaching that away and squeezing together. Let's go 5 more. And 4. Squeeze bottom leg up. And 3. And 2. Keep zipping up. And 1. Hold that there. Flex both feet for me. Give me little circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite way. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach those heels away. Now I want you to turn both feet out like Charlie Chaplin, but keep that hip one on top of the other. Maybe you can put your baby toe down, but maybe not. You're going to lift that leg much higher, but keep the waist long and squeeze them together. And lift and squeeze and lift and squeeze. Both legs are squeezing when they come down. Squeeze those inner thighs. Lift, keep zipping up. Squeeze, lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. Come on. And 4 more. And 3. Keep squeezing that bottom leg up. 2 and 1. Squeeze that up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Point both toes out and lower those legs. Beautiful. Zipping up that waist still. We're going to reach that leg out away from us. Lengthen that top leg. We're going to take that leg forward, flex the foot, press, point the toe, and reach it back. Just opening through that back line and feeling that tension there. And front, front, and sweep it back. Squeeze the glutes. Now try to keep that chest open and the body upright. That's number 3. We're going for 3 more. And press, press, and sweep it just behind you. And press, press, and sweep it just behind you. So you get that connected. And last one, press and squeeze it back. Take that leg in front of you and rest it down. Give your booty a nice little rub. Say thank you, booty, for doing all that good work. I love you. I love you, body. Thank you for being so good to me, keeping me healthy. Yep. Gotta say thank you. Gotta be grateful. Okay, so guys, let's just go to the other side. We'll do some other stuff in the after that and stretch that out, okay? Let's just make sure we do everything on both sides. All right, let's hope everybody can see my whole body. All right, guys, so same thing again. We want to make sure but the toes are lined up, okay? You don't want to be crunching here. And the reason I say that all the time is because what you tend to do is you tend to squeeze into the back of the waist and working there, and then you get this back aches and stuff like that because it's already over tight. We already always one-sided in our bodies. So we always have the waist sort of tight on one side. So you want to really push that leg away from you. Push it out of the hip, reach that hip away. Let's hover both legs, okay? And we're going to lift that leg and squeeze it back down. And lift and squeeze. So we're working into the lateral muscles of the leg, working into that hip joint, really working into the side, yeah? Zipping up. Working into the waist as well, because we have to keep that waist organized. Definitely working into the waist. It's a really nice exercise. Just love the side works. Just beautiful work. Reaching. Reaching. I think we have 2 more, right? Going for 10. Reaching. Now, flexing the feet, what happens when we do this? We work a little bit higher into the glute medius. So we want to push those feet away again and working slight front curls as we rotate the leg there. Okay, keep zipping up the tummy and the opposite direction. So the idea of pulling the toes towards the shin and giving that sort of static work there, just pushing away from you, really works into those balance muscles of the hip. Okay, now we're going to turn that out. We're working into the rotators of the hip now. So the muscles that pull the bone into the hip, the pelvis. You're going to go up and you're wrapping that thigh as you press. So notice the toes are open. So the knee wants to reach out behind you because you want to have that rotation in the hip joint. So you're working now a different set of muscles, even into the quadricep, as opposed to just the lateral muscles of the leg and the body. Okay, keep that long. So we don't keep squeezing that bottom leg, guys. Keep that active inner thigh, yeah? We want to feel that inner thigh squeezing. It should be on fire, man. Yeah. Should be on fire. That's 4 more. Really turn that up. Get that into that buttocks. 3 more. Squeeze and reach away from you. 2 more. Zipping up. Reach up and squeeze together. Lengthen both legs. Reach one toe down. Lengthen heel. Front we come. Front, front. Notice my leg does not go down and up. It stays hip height. Okay? I'm coming front, front. I'm staying the same height in line with my hip joint as I reach back. And I'm going front, front. And lengthen. Zip up that waist. Squeeze. Feel those glutes. Front. Stretch it here. And then we're stretching open the front as we extend the hip. Yeah. And front, front. And we reach and we extend. Last one coming up, guys. And front, front, and extend it back. Reach it, reach it, reach it. Take the legs together, reach them away, and float them down. Now you can take this leg in front and give me a nice little booty stretch. Saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Very healthy for the hips. Okay, guys. Working all through the sides, the quads, everything. Really healthy for the knees, the ankles. Good work there. That's fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to lie on the back. I've got a slight angle so you can see what we're doing. Just before we give that a good stretch, we're going to do a little bit more inner thigh. Okay, so we're going to take the legs up to 90-90. I'm just roll up my trousers so you can see more what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to take my shins parallel to the floor. I'm going to take my toes like a frog. So these are what we call frogs. Okay, you're going to bring those knees into you so you feel a stretch into the glutes. Press the heels together nicely. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to zip up my tummy and press my legs away from me. Point my toes, flex my feet, and drawing back. I'm squeezing my heels big time. Some people may find this heavy on the lower back. Okay, point and flex. So what you can do is you can take your legs up. You can squeeze, point, flex, and press the heels down, opening the knees. Squeeze the inner thighs up, point, flex, and press the heels back down into your frog legs. And press up, down. Additionally, guys, if you want to add on, you can press while your head, neck, and shoulders are up. And you can do to add on more work into this exercise. What I'm working with here is my hips and my thighs reaching, reach, flex, and in. And reach out, flex, and zip up the tummies if you're up. Zip up those tummies. Flex and in. Give me one more. Out, squeeze. Squeeze those thighs and coming in. Beautiful, and down. Can you feel that in the buttocks and in the thighs? It's like flicking magic, man. I love that stuff. Okay, so let's just place one ankle there on that knee. Please just get yourself a nice little stretch. So what I'm doing here, I'm pulling this in, so I'm pulling my ankle in while I'm pressing my knee out with this elbow. So I'm getting a really nice stretch into my bum and my hip. A little bit inner thigh. Getting that, right? Thumbs up. Yep. Good stuff. Wicked. That was great. It's a little bit heavier than I thought I was going to plan it. Planning a little bit lighter workout there. Okay. Really pull that ankle in and press that knee away. That's it. Good. Let's switch legs. Pulling that in. Pulling that in. Pulling that in. And releasing that. Okay, nice stuff. Just put the feet down on the mat with the soles of the feet together. Let's open up into those inner thighs and just give that a nice little stretch. Okay, we're going to do something here just in a second. Okay, just relax the arms to the sides. Beautiful. Just allow that to rest. So just to go back to that breath work again, just allowing those thighs to melt open. Soles of the feet are together, and just allow the sacrum now to get a sort of a weight to it. You might need to wriggle yourself around to make sure, or look at your body to make sure you're nice and straight. Just to ensure that your sacrum is even. Because most of us, we will have one side of the sacrum, the SI joint, is slightly tighter on one side than the other because we're always strong on one side. It could be that we have a slight curvature of the spine where one hip is slightly lifted, one pelvis is rotated. And this is just a really interesting way to just judge and see and allow those tendons and ligaments to just rest there. Because the sacroiliac joint, which is what we call the SI joint, is a compression joint that compresses in like that, and the tendons and ligaments hold it. It really is nice for that muscle to just get that sort of weight into it, to that, not muscle, that joint, those joints, to get the weight into it with the legs. They just allow it to completely melt and feel heavy. And you should feel that if you're doing it, you should feel that sort of weightiness and just release into the SI joint. Again, we want to make sure the rib cage is down. We don't want to be arching the lower back, you know, because sometimes you may be so tight that you're arching your back to get into that position. If it's not too much, what you could do is you could maybe put a cushion underneath your legs if it's too much of a stretch for you, you know. Some of my clients, it's too much. I have to prop them up, you know, or put some balls underneath for them. So obviously you go to what is available to you. Eventually I'd like to have my legs completely flat, but I'm just not built that way right now. Maybe I will never be built that way since I'm not that body type. I just want to be opening in through the legs. But who knows? You never know how much more flexible you can get. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to lift my knees together. Okay, I'm going to open my feet this time. And I'm going to let my legs float to one side of my body. I'm going to look in the opposite direction and stretch my hands away from each other and feel that stretch. Now guys, if that's good, it's okay, it's enough, you can leave it there. You can also squeeze the bum cheek of the top thigh and press the hip forward to deepen that stretch. Make sure you pull the tummy in. You can also, if you want more stretch, put that foot onto that knee and drag that thigh down, and it just deepens that stretch for you. Getting a nice stretch there, reaching away. Inhaling. Good. Let's release that foot if you've put your foot up. Just take a breath in. Now when we're coming back up, guys, listen out. I'm moving my hand, but you don't need to move your hand. I'm going to pull my rib cage back first. So I release my glutes. I pull my rib cage back. I pull my waist back. I start to lift this leg. And then I pull using my abdominals. All of this is using the obliques to pull me back, okay? I don't just use my back and yank my legs back. That's really not good for your back. A lot of people, you see them swinging their legs around. It feels good, yeah, but it's not the healthiest thing to do for your back. So you're reaching your body like this. You're getting that length. You're allowing the body to rest into that. Then I'm going to go ahead and squeeze my glutes so that I can push open that hip even more. Get that opening through the front there. I'm stretching my arms away. I'm looking in the opposite direction. Now I'm going to take that foot, opposite leg, and put my foot on that knee and pull it over even more. And you can see how my body reaches even deeper stretch there. It's a really delicious stretch. I'm just going to breathe out any tension. Breathing, nourishing, fresh air. Breathe out any tension. Breathing in. And breathing out. Good. I'm going to release that foot. Release the bum. I'm going to use the abdominals. Use those obliques to pull my ribs in. Those obliques here. Pull, pull, pull my waist. Pull my legs back up to center. Beautiful. I'm going to take my legs in here to the center. I'm going to reach my arms for my thighs. I'm going to take my legs about shoulder width apart, okay? I'm going to exhale to roll up, scooping my spine. Hold that there for me. Now I'm going to hold this here and feel my back really opening out. I'm holding into my biceps, okay? Scooping my belly in. I'm going to inhale into my ribs, so I'm opening through my back. And then I'm going to use my biceps to pull, to resist the pull as I pull my forehead to my knees, okay? So I'm working into my biceps and I'm going to release that back, resisting with my biceps. All the time I'm breathing big into my spine and I'm pulling that up. So we're working into the chest. We're working in like a chest press, like almost like a push-up, with our biceps, with our lats, with our abdominals, keeping that nice curve. We're going to do about 8 nice lowers and lifts there. So we want to go up, bend those elbows to the sides and down, lengthen those arms. Feel the tension in the arms. Pull, 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 pull. Now I'm using my arms because I want to work out my arms, huh? Not because I need the help, but it's because I'm working my arms. I'm resisting the movement with my arms. And I'm reaching, 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 and even go slower. Really reaching, breathing into the back. Last one. Pull, 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 pull. Hold it there. Inhale, release those arms. And releasing up, releasing up, releasing up. And holding on all the way nice and tall. Beautiful. So we could feel that in those abs there, right? That's fantastic. Now, we're going to turn around onto our hands and knees. Okay, guys? So I'll leave my legs, my knees rolled up so that you can see me carefully what I'm doing. So what we want to do here, guys, I hope you can see, is hands underneath, wrist underneath the armpit, and then I'm just flicking my hand slightly forward underneath my shoulder so that the angle of my wrist is not as sharp and so it's not as painful. Some people get a lot of pain in their wrists like that, right? Because their hands are here and they're really hurting them. So I open my hand nice and wide, take it just in front of my shoulder. Then I'm going to take my knees right underneath my hip joints. Can you see that my body is straight? Now when I'm here, guys, I want to get my neck really long. So first we're just going to do a little cat stretch. We're going to release the legs. Inhale, release the feet as you say. We're going to drop the tailbone, drop the chin, rounding the spine. Breathe into the back. And then go ahead. Lengthen the tailbone, lengthen the pelvis, lengthen the lower back, flatten the mid-back, upper back, chin opens to neutral. So I'm just looking at a line in between my fingertips. Inhale. Let's try that one more time. Draw the tummy in, drop the tailbone, lift the chest, lift the back, and drop the chin in. Get this nice rounding there. Now breathing into the back and push the hands out of the floor as you're breathing into the back. And let's go bone by bone, guys. Let's get the tailbone, the coccyx out. Push the knees in and away from each other. Open through the sacrum. Open through the lumbar spine. Open through the mid-back, waist, thoracic spine, into the cervical spine. Crown of the head reaches away from you. Beautiful. Okay? Hold that there. You're going to keep the weight even in both arms. And I'm going to slide my right leg out behind me. Good. Now keeping as if I have put a cup of hot cocoa tea on your sacrum, right here. Those of you who do not know what cocoa tea is, go and look it up. I'll have to post it underneath that video. Okay. Hips are both facing down. I'm going to lift this leg now so that my foot, my knee, my hip, my waist, and my shoulders are in one long line. I want to get all my weight even in my 3 limbs, hands, and leg. Can you feel that? Lengthen that leg out behind you. Flex the foot. Press the heel away from you. Now, without moving anything in your body, because the cocoa tea is hot on your sacrum, you're going to tip the toe down and press the glutes up. Reach it out away from you. Tip the toe down. Zip up the waist, guys. Pulling the waist. Okay? So I just want the work to be mobilizing in your glutes, your buttocks, and your hamstring, the back of your thigh. I don't want you to use your back to do this. Your back is stabilizing you. So you are teaching your back how to work to stabilize you and not to overwork and give you injuries in your spine. Yes, it's teaching your glutes to be healthy and strong while you keep both hip bones pointing down. So we're going for 10 of these. We have 4 more here. Press. Press out of those arms, guys. Feel the lats connect. Feel the armpits drawing down. Don't crowd your shoulders and your neck. Reaching up. Squeeze the glutes up. Let's go 1 more here. Reaching up. Now hold it up there. Hold it up. Draw the tummy in. Don't let the back arch. Bend the knee and try to get the knee in line with the hip and in line with the waist. We put the foot at right angle, the legs at right angle, the knee, so that the foot is stamping on the ceiling. And from here, flexing that foot and stamp on the ceiling and release. And stamp, release. Don't let that knee drop lower than the body. So you're going to hold that there into those glutes and hold that there and pressing and pressing and 5 and 4. Keep zipping up that waist. 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Lengthen that leg out. It's still in line with the body. Inhale. We're going to now sweep this leg in to the forehead, and the forehead comes to the knee. Inhale to round the back. Stretch the back out. And then when you're ready, you're going to take that leg all the way in front, in between your legs. In between your hands, sorry. Okay, now from here, I want you to just give a little stretch here and watch me. We're going to go back into that and stretch. Sit back into that back heel and stretch that back of that leg. Get a nice stretch there. Pull those toes in and get that stretch. Oh. And up. That leg comes back out and onto the mat. Beautiful. We only have 2 legs. Whoopee. Good thing we don't have 8. Okay, good. So out of the body, armpits drawn down, zipped up nicely here. Good. Let's connect. Cocoa tea is on the tailbone and we lengthen that other leg. So left leg out this time. We're going to lift that leg so it's in one line with the body. Make sure one hip doesn't lift. Okay, you want to keep the hips nice and even and the leg in line with the entire body. Ribs melted in, tummy in. Good. Flex the foot and reach it away from you. You're going to tip that toe down and squeeze it up. Reach it down and squeeze it up. Reach it down, squeeze it up, and squeeze it up. Keep going. And down, squeeze it up, down. What number are we on here? I must be about 10 coming up. Good. Hold it up now. Reach it behind you. Bend at the knee. Keep the hips even. And lift and lower a little bit. So when we lower, guys, we're not lowering down here. We'll be keeping it in line with the body. Keep lifting out of the shoulders, lifting out of the hands, and stamp on that ceiling. And stamp on that ceiling. Keep the ribs in, keep the pubis forward, keep those headlights from the hip bones pointing down. 4 and 3, 2, woo, and 1, woo. Lengthen that out. Stretch that leg away from you. And then bring that knee in, chin to chest, forehead to chest. Get that stretch in the back. Inhale there. And then bring that hand in between that leg in between the hands. Get a little stretch in that. And then stretching that out. Reaching that out. Nice stretch into that. Oh. Good. And then just come forward on that. Let's take that leg out and put it back with that one. Beautiful. All right. So what we're going to do here now, we're going to open the knees, toes together. Going to bring the arms down, the triceps down, and the buttocks back, and get a nice stretch there. We're going to inhale into the back, and we're going to come forward with the head, lift the buttocks into the air, and press up from the triceps up. And let's get the elbows down, and reaching back. And one more time. And reach back. This time really round the spine. Reaching the spine nice and round. Palms facing up. And I want you to draw the belly away from the thighs and push the tailbone down towards the heels and round the body. Imagine you're just an embryo in the uterus, curled up there. Just curled up. Drawing the tummy in, pushing the tailbone down towards the heels, rounding that spine, and then rest for a few breaths there. Breathing in for 5, hold, breathing out. Palms reaching away from you, palms facing up. Beautiful. Take your hands back to where they were, reaching them out. Take a breath in. Place the elbows down. Open the chin, open the chest to the mat. So you feel a nice broadening in the back and an opening in the chest. Keep the chin relaxed, head relaxed. Stretching through the upper back. Draw the tummy in and let's come back up onto our hands and knees. We're going to turn the toes under, knees underneath your hips. Turn the toes under. All right. Going to inhale there. You're going to exhale to draw the tummy in. Your toes are there, holding on there. Looking towards your belly button. Inhale. You're going to hover off your knees about 3 inches and exhale to hold that there. Inhale to hold. Exhale to hold. Inhale. Just keeping the spine rounded, release that out. And all the way out. Inhale. And round the spine and lifting the knees as you exhale. Inhale, I'm looking up at my belly button. I'm exhaling, I'm holding that, deepening that stretch. Pressing my back to the ceiling. Inhale, now I'm going to press my heels to the mat and my hips to the ceiling into my downward dog. Good. Once you keep your feet hip distance apart, once you press the feet into the mat, heels into the mat, press the body through the arms, draw the tummy in, and press the heels in opposition to the tailbone as you reach through that stretch. Take a breath there. Deepen that. Just bend one knee and stretch into one side of the body. Switch sides. Coming back to center, both legs down. Inhale. I'm going to walk my hands towards my feet and I'm in my forward bend. So I'm hinged at my hip bones and I'm getting a nice stretch into the back of my legs. I'm holding onto my shins or my ankles. My elbows are on the outside, opening there. Relax the heads. Just relax the heads. Release the hands, scoop big into the waist, and just come up for about 3 inches. So you're not touching the floor anymore. Now what I want you to do is to soften your knees and feel like as if you're dropping your tailbone between your legs. And scoop the tummy here. We'll take another inhale into the back. Relax the heads, just make little circles with the arms, both directions. One more big inhale into the back. Really feel those shoulder blades come away from each other. And now draw the tummy in and up as you start to creep your back up. Creeping the spine up as if you want to pump up each disc to make your vertebra lift higher away from the one below it. All the way up nice and tall. Now when you come to the top, you may not be able to see my whole body, but I want you to make sure that your tailbone is long, the front of your hips are open, your pubis is slightly forward, the rib cage is melted down, the mid back is here. You don't want to be arching into your lower back. You want to feel that your body stays lengthening. You want to look straight at your horizon. Take a big breath as you take your hands out to the sides and up to the ceiling, reaching for the ceiling. Shrug the shoulders towards the ears. Just feel the upper back relax there and then shrug them down. And then as you press your head up to the ceiling and you draw the tummy in, you're going to press the arms down with some energy. Press those arms back down to your sides and feel as if your shoulders got even lower and your neck got longer. My baby finger is reaching down towards the floor, just creeping down. I'm feeling my thighs wrapping around. I'm drawing my tummy in and I'm switched on to 30% connection. I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to lift up through my arms. I'm going to rise up onto my toes. Take a big breath there. I'm going to press my arms down, lifting my toes, lifting onto my toes, lifting onto my toes. Press my shoulders long, my head is long, and I release back down onto my feet. I lift my toes and make sure I have all 10 toes on the mat. Take a nice breath, slow and gentle breath out. Good. And that's our session for today. How was that, guys? How did you do with that? Amazing. So you guys have this on tape. It's going to be in the timeline. You can continue to do it lots of times. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. And thank you so much for watching. Marcella, I hope you're not just watching and you're actually doing as well. And Martha, you too, okay? So guys, thanks for joining me. And I'm going to go back to my Zoom class and say goodbye to them as well. Okay.